It's game time here at the Game Time Network. Today the Rays are taking on the Blue Jays in a 3-game series. It's going to be a pretty long video, but it's going to be a good one. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you're brand new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications so that way you guys will be notified when the next video drops. Jose Barrios is going to be the starting pitcher. He has 2 starts. He's 2-0 with 12 strikeouts, 5 walks, and he's only given up about 2.5 runs per game. And the Rays starting pitcher is going to be Luis Patino, who normally comes in as a relief pitcher, but they're going to give him his start today. He has 12 strikeouts. He has 2 walks. His biggest issue is his ERA. He's given up a couple runs per game. He's only played in 7 innings, so he's looking to have a great start coming off in this game right here. So we're going to start at the top of the third with Yandy Diaz at the plate. Here's the pitch, and he's going to catch that high fastball up the middle, and that's going to be a base run for them. It's Brandon Lau at the plate, and y'all know he does some damage when he's out there. Yandy Diaz at first. Here comes the pitch, and like I said, that one is gone. See you later, alligator. Whatever fancy catchphrase you want to use, but the Rays are going to be up 2-0, and that is going to be Brandon Lau's 5th home run of the season. So we're going to jump to the top of the 4th with Jose Ziri coming up to bat, and he's taking on Jose Barrios. He's at 49 pitches right now. He has 1 out. Nobody on base. Here comes the pitch, and he's going to catch that circle up the middle. Can they get to it in time? It looks like he hit. No, it's going to bounce off the wall. Jose's still running. He's going to take off for third, and that's where he's going to stop at, and that is going to be a triple for him. That is going to be his 2nd triple for the season. Still at the top of the 4th with Yandy Diaz at the plate. Here's the pitch. He's going to catch that slurve. Not strong enough. That's going to get Jose a run, but Yandy Diaz is going to be out. That's going to be the 2nd out. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. Luis is in the top spot right now. Here's the pitch to Vladimir. He's going to get a good shot. Can Jose get there in time? And he does. He's going to throw it all the way to home with 1 throw, and that is going to keep the third baseman there. And that is going to be a 2nd out for the Rays. That's good hustle by Jose with a nice throw. The next pitcher, Danny's at the plate. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a popper. And that is going to be another out. And that is going to end the inning for the Rays. They keep them off the scoreboard. Francisco Mejia is up at the top of the 5th with man on base with the 2 outs. And here's the pitch, and that one is a nice, cool bat flip. And you can tell that is out of there. That is Francisco Mejia 1st home run of the season. Christian Bethancourt has really been playing practically most of the game. And when Francisco does come into play, he really is not as productive, but he's going to come through today and get his 1st home run of the season. So good props up to him for coming out there. As we look one more time at the replay here, and you can see in his eyes that he was ready for it. And then I love that bat flip at the end. Going 417 feet, exit velocity 109.4. So the Blue Jays are going to pull Jose, and they're going to bring in Tim Meza. So we're going to jump to the top of the 7th. Tim's taking on Vidal Brujan. We got 1 out, 1 man on base. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be a sinker caught. It's going to go right to the middle. Is it a home run? No. It's going to bounce off the wall. It's going to get the third baseman home. He's going to take off. Vidal Brujan's going to slide to third, and that is going to be it safe. And it's going to be an RBI triple for him. That's his 1st of the season. Josh Lowe is up next. Here's the pitch, and he's going to catch a dribbler up the middle. And Vidal's going to get home, but Josh Lowe is going to be out. Ryan Thompson is coming in for Luis, who had a pretty good game. He didn't give up any runs. He had a couple of strikeouts here. So we're looking to do the same and keep these guys off the board. Ryan Thompson's going to take on Matt Chapman. They got 1 out so far. Here's the pitch, and that one is up, and away. And the Blue Jays are finally on the scoreboard, and they are now down by 6. That is Matt Chapman's 5th home run of the season. Going into the bottom of the 9th, Ryan's taking on Vladimir. They got 2 outs, 1 man on base, and here's a little dribbler. It's going to get caught by Taylor Walls, and Walls is going to throw it to Diaz, and that is going to be the dub, and that is going to be the 1st game for the Rays. So the Rays are going to come away with 14 hits and 7 runs to the Blue Jays, 5 hits and 1 run. Now getting ready for game 2. It's a special day. It's Jackie Robinson Day. And you know these guys are going to come out pumped and hyped, ready to go out there and do their thing. And respects to the great man of the days, back in the days, Jackie Robinson. Hyun Ryu is going to be their starting pitcher for today. He's only had 2 starts. He's 1-0. He's only had 5 strikeouts but 6 walks, but he's given up a lot of hits. So let's see if the Rays can take advantage of that. Taking on Greg Jones. Here comes the pitch. And he's going to catch that fastball to the left. And it's going to be an unsuccessful diving catch. And Greg Jones is going to take off from first to second. And we're going to start off the inning just like that. Harold Ramirez is going to come up. So far it's 2 outs. Greg Jones has been stuck on second these past 2 hitters. So we're going to try to see if we can get him in for a run. Here comes the pitch. And Harold's just going to catch it. It's going to get past the second baseman. Greg Jones is going to take off from third to home. And Harold is going to stay at first, and he's going to get an RBI single. Zach Eflin is going to come in. He's had 1 start, 1-0, 8 strikeouts, 1 walk. Didn't have a good game the last time he was out there. He's taking on Vladimir. Here comes the pitch, and that one's going to get hit to the third baseman. The third is going to throw it to second. That's going to be an out for him. And he's going to throw it to first, but he's going to throw Yandy Diaz off the plate, so Vladimir is going to be safe. Still, I'm at the bottom of the first. Here comes Brandon Belt, and he's going to belt that sucker out of there, and that is going to bounce off the wall. Thought it was going to be a home run for a second, but it's going to get the second baseman to third, and he's going to take off for a home, and they're going to tie the game. And Brandon Belts is going to give him an RBI double. That's going to be his 3rd one for the season. Going to the top of the second, here comes Yandy Diaz up to the plate. 1 out so far. Here comes the pitch. And he's going to catch that circle. Can it get the distance? And it does barely. Goes over the wall. And Yandy Diaz is going to get his first home run for the season to take a 2-1 lead over the Blue Jays. Greg Jones is back up to the plate with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. And he's going to catch it up the gap. And that is going to be a base hit for him. He has been doing pretty good since moving him up to the major leagues. Taylor Walls up next at the plate. Here comes that pitch, and that's going to be a circle caught high. Is it high enough to get out of there? And it is, and that is going to be a 2-run homer for Taylor Walls, and that is going to be his first home run of the season, and the Rays have jumped to a 4-1 lead. Hyun Ryu is not having the inning that he wants, but it works out for the Rays, because that's exactly what we wanted, to take an early lead against the Blue Jays, who are right now 2nd in our division. And we're going to try to take that number 1-2 spot from them. Bottom of the 3rd, Eflin taking on Santiago. He's going to catch that low hit over to the right field. The right field is going to throw it to third, and he's going to get there in time. They got a man on third and a man on first. Blue Jays got no outs. Vladimir's up next on the plate. Here's the pitch, and he's going to catch that one up and out of there. No need to chase it because they're not going to catch it, and they're going to tie this game after that 3-run homer from Vladimir, and that is going to be his 2nd home run for the season. Eflin's in a tough spot right now. 2 men on base, taking on Dalton, and he's going to catch that one booming up and out of there, and that is going to be another 3-run homer for the Blue Jays, and they're going to be up by 3. They have snatched the lead from the Rays in literally this 1 inning. And the only explanation I can give you guys for why the Blue Jays are batting so good, or why either team was batting so good, is the fact that it's Jackie Robinson Day. They got the number 42 on. They're feeling real good about themselves. They just want to go out there and hit home runs left and right all over the field. And he knew the moment he hit that ball, it was out of there. He caught it nice and flush, and the ball went over 416 feet with an exit velocity of 106.2. So the Rays have seen enough of Zach Eflin, and they're going to bring in Ryan Thompson to save the day as a figure of speech. I mean, we still got like 4 or 5 innings to go here, and they need to find a way to just turn the tide. So we're going to jump to the bottom of the 4th here. Here comes the pitch to Santiago, who's going to catch it over towards the right fielder, and it's going to get him safe at first, but it's going to get a run in. So now the Blue Jays have gone up 4-8. Still in the bottom of the 4th here, Brandon Belts at the plate. They got a man on second, 1 out. And he's going to belt that one again. Up, and away. And that is going to be another run for them. And that is a 2-run for him. That is his second home run of the season. He's got one in the first game and one in this game. And they are now up 4-10. They have taken a 6-run lead over the Rays in a matter of like 2 innings. So I don't know what's going on with the Rays. I can't even get my mouth to speak right now because I'm just a little shocked that the Rays are going out here like this. They're already down by 6. They're already giving up runs back to back. The pitchers can't seem to do their job, and maybe it just went meant to be. So they're going to bring in Shawn Armstrong. Hopefully he has the arm strong enough, pun intended, to find a way to get the game around. Still in the bottom of the 4th. He's going to take on Matt Chapman, and he's going to strike him out, and they are going to finally get a chance to turn the tide here. Isaac is up next at the plate. We're going to jump all the way to the top of the 6th, and he's going to catch that circle. That's going to hit over towards the middle field, and he's going to take off from first to second, and that is going to be how we're going to start this inning off. They're going to need more than that to turn this game around. That's his first double of the game. Here comes Siri. He's going to get walked. So now they got 2 men on base. Next batter is coming up. It's a doozy. Y'all know who it is. Christian Bethencourt. He has one home run for the season. Can he get another one? Bam! And he does. And he has trimmed the lead. Now they're down by 3. It's exactly what the Rays needed. That number 42 is literally giving them some type of supernatural energy. And like only MLB players can contest to this. Like it's got to be something about that day. Or any day that had a great batter, a great pitcher. Whenever those days come up, like they turn a notch to another level. Because he's going to catch that one up and in. And it is going to be a shot. And that is going to, like I said, trim the game down to 378, 106.8 miles. Hyun-Jin Ryo's day is done. He has given up more than he can handle, and we took advantage of it the best we could. So Adam Simber is going to come in. He's played 7 games so far, 7 strikeouts, 4 walks. He's given up a couple runs, so let's see if we can get some runs off of him. Still in the top of the 6th, he's going to be taking on Yandy Diaz. And Yandy's going to catch that fastball, and it's going to hit over Vladimir, unable to get to it, and that's going to be him getting the base. Randy Rosarena's at the plate next. He hits that, and it's going to go up towards the center field, and Yandy's going to get the second. Randy's going to be stopped there first. All right, so they're moving the ball. They're moving, getting from base to base. Here we go with Greg Jones. He's going to catch that slider, and it's going to hit towards center field. Yandy's going to take off from second to third, and he's going to take off for home, and he's going to get another run. And the Rays are down by 2. That is going to be Greg Jones' second RBI double. Taylor Walls is up next. Still in the top of the 6th. The Rays are trying to do everything in this one inning, and Taylor Walls is going to get it, and it's going to hit over Greg Jones. And it's going to be a Walls going to get out, but they're going to get Randy in for a run, and Greg Jones is going to get the third. They just need one more run to tie the game here. And Vidal Boudon might be the man to do it. Here's the pitch, and he's going to catch that fastball up. It's going to be a sacrifice fly. He's under it. Greg Jones is going to take off for home, and that is going to tie the game as a slide. And, boy, the Rays have come back in this game. And it didn't take them 2 innings to do it. It took them this 1 inning. And the Blue Jays have seen enough. So they're going to bring in Zach Pop. Zach Pop is going to be the guy. And I'm looking to pop this guy right off the field. But we're going to get some runs for first. Here comes Harold Ramirez up the plate. They got 2 outs. And he's going to hit that low one. And that's going to be out. So they're finally going to get off the base after giving up almost 6 innings, 6 runs in this 1 inning here. Vladimir is up next at the bottom of the 6th, taking on Shawn Armstrong. They got 1 out so far. And the pitch is going to be a fastball hit towards the middle, and it's going to get Vladimir from first all the way to second. and that is where they're going to stop. They just need 2 more outs, guys. Just 2 more outs, and we can get our chance to take the lead. Brandon Belt is back at the plate. You guys know what he can do, and he does it again. He does it again to the Rays. Series gonna try to dive for it. I mean, damn, they should at least intentionally walk this dude. He's already had a home run in each game. Now he has 2 for this game. He has 3 for the season. They should have just intentionally walked him, but you know, we're in the situation they're in now. They're down by 3. Bottom of the 7th. Here comes, down by 2. Sorry. Here comes Kevin Kiermaier. He's up to the plate taking on Sean Armstrong. They haven't pulled him yet. If he gives up another run, he probably will, and this might be the one to do it. I said they were down by 3, and they're still down by 3 after Kevin Kiermaier gets his home run for the season here, and that's his 3rd one. I'm going to call him a traitor because he was essentially on the team last year, and he ended up leaving. I was going to free agency, so he got stuck with the Rays. But, you know, I'm just going to call him a traitor because, you know, once you leave the Rays, man, you're a traitor now. It's just it. Jordan Romano is going to come into the game. He's got 5 games under his belt, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. His ERA, he hasn't given up any runs since he started playing. He's only, you know, been in 5 games. He's 1-0, taking on Taylor Walls. And he's going to hit that slider, but that's going to be a caught ball there at the 3rd base. And so that's 1 out. We're at the top of the 9th here. They're going to bring in Luke Raley as a pinch hitter. He has 1 home run and 2 RBIs for the season. So let's see if he can get one out of this one. He's going to catch that one. That's going to be a pop-up, and that's going to be definitely a 2nd out. All right, so we're coming down to the last one. It's going to be Wander Franco coming in as the pinch hitter. Didn't start playing today, but he's got 1 home run, and he's got 8 RBIs. We just need a hit, a base hit. That's all we need is a base hit to stay in the game. And we'll see where we'll go from there. And that's going to be a dribbler, and that dribbler is going to get the first. And the Blue Jays are going to take the game by 3. And this was a high-scoring game for anyone who came into this game thinking that it was going to be a low-scoring game. And this is a division rival. We're trying to get to the 2nd spot. They probably more likely took the 2nd spot back. As you can see, 14 hits with 13 runs, so our 13 hits to a 10-run game. Getting ready to go into game 3. Here we are getting ready to go into game 3 as we get a recap of the last 2 games. The Rays winning 7-1. The Blue Jays winning 13-10 in game 2. This is the tiebreaker here. I don't know who you guys are rooting for. If you're Blue Jays fans, good luck. If you like me or Rays fans, good luck to you as well. Alek Manoah is coming up. He's had 3 starts. His ERA is super duper bad. He's given up a lot of runs. He's got 13 strikeouts and 5 walks. And he's given up 20 hits here. Like, this is just another perfect opportunity for the Rays here. They're going to start off with Vidal Brujan. He's 3-2 with 1 out. Here's the pitch, and they're going to walk him. It was close. I could have seen that being called as a strike, but the umpire is going to say it was a bit low. Luke Riley's up next. Vidal Brujan's at first. Here comes the pitch, and he's going to catch that fastball up the middle, and that's going to get Vidal to second. Luke's going to be stuck at first. So now we have 2 men on base. Up next to the plate is going to be Josh Lowe. Here comes the pitch, and he's going to catch that slider up and over the wall. No, it hits the top of the wall. They're going to consider that a home run. That's his 2nd of the season. That is going to be a 3-run homer to start the game off for the Rays. You just love it when the team's going to start off fast, getting these hits going. Hopefully they can keep this, because if you remember the last game, they was shut out for a bit until the 6th inning. As we look at the replay one more time, as he catches that fastball dropping right in on the spot, and it was a good shot. And as you can look at the replay, it doesn't even hit the top of the wall, but they're going to call it a home run. So, I mean, we'll take them. I mean, I'm not going to complain. Drew Rasmussen is coming up. He's had 3 starts. He hasn't really given up any runs so far. He's got 28 strikeouts, and he's only 1 walk. in these last 3 starts that he's played. So he's having a really great season to start the game off. Hoping for it to continue here. Taking on Santiago Espinal. Here comes the pitch. And he's going to strike him out of there. Moving on to the second one. And he's going to strike out Kevin Kiermaier. So that's 2 Ks so far to start the first inning off. And he's taking on Bo Bichette. This is going to be a tough one here. They got 2 outs, nobody on base. And he's going to strike him out of there. And so that is going to be 3 strikes back-to-back for Drew Rasmussen. And you just love to see these. Strike. Here comes the next one. Strike. They just, I mean, they're frozen. They're not even like attempting to bat these things. Bo tried to catch that last one, but he was just off. So we're going to go to the bottom of the second. And that's going to be another strikeout for Brandon Belt. No home runs in this game. That's going to be his 4th one. He's in a tough spot right now. He got a man on third and a man on first, but he's going to strike out this other guy, and he comes out of there unscathed and no runs. All right. Back at the third. Here comes Dalton, and Dalton's going to catch that one clean. They're going to say it's in. They're going to throw it to second, keep him stuck at first. So Dalton Varsho is going to get a hit off Drew. You know, nothing too big, nothing too bad. We'll take that, you know. Here comes the Nets. They're going to start the lineup over. Here comes Santiago. And he's going to catch that dribbler. And it's going to go from second to first. And that is going to be a double. No, they're going to say that Santiago is safe. Yo, these umpires are a bit blind, bro. It doesn't, I don't know. This just got to keep it moving. Kevin Kiermaier is up at the plate next. Drew's at 44 pitches, and here comes that one, and it's going to be up and over, and it's going to be tipped and missed, and it's going to be thrown to first to keep everybody stuck. They are fully loaded at bases now. So Drew's in another tough spot right now. Kevin Kiermaier is going to get a base hit, and he's going to be taking on Bo Bichette. Can he get him out of there? And he does, or it's going to be a pop-up. But Josh Lowe's taking off for it. He's going to get there in time, and he does. And then he's going to throw it to home to make sure that third baseman stays exactly where he is. Cover all our bases, take no chances here. George Springer's up next, and he's going to be struck out. That's 2. Just need 1 more to get out of this position here. So he's going to be taking on Vladimir. We all know what he can do. That is going to be a ball. 1 more pitch. Just need 1 more to get him out of here. And he is going to walk him off that slider too low, not far enough in, and they're going to get a run off that one. They're only down by, we're up by 2. Just keep it that way as he strikes out the next man behind him. So he didn't get torched. He got burned a little bit, but, you know, he's pumped because he got out of that situation. I can see, look at that. His expression on his face, man. And here we go. Brandon Belt's at the plate, bottom of the 4th, and he's going to catch that one. It looked like it is going to be another one out of here, and it is all the way to the open space. He belts that one for a 4th home run for the season, and he is going to put the Blue Jays down by 1 now. I'm just going to call this dude Brandon Robinson because he must still have some of that residue from him still all over him because he is out here bopping these balls out of here game after game. So Drew's day is done. He started off good, but he started giving up a couple runs, and they didn't like that. They're going to bring in Jalen Beeks. He's five games under his belt, 12 strikeouts, 1 walk, and he hasn't really given up any runs. So let's see if we can keep that the same, but he's going to get a hit over from Danny Jensen, and he's going to get that third baseman home, and they're going to tie the game. So they got a man on third, and Danny's going to be stuck at first. Coming up to bat next is going to be Brandon Belt. Can they keep him off? And they're going to get a dribbler, and it's going to be a double play, and they are going to come out of here with only giving up that run. Now we're at the top of the 7th, and Yanni Diaz is taking on Alec, who's still in the game, and he's going to catch that slider down in the corner, and he's going to take off from first. He thinks he has enough speed to get the second. It's too late. He tries to go back around, and he's going to get tagged out of there. So that's going to be the first out. Brandon Lowe's at the plate. And that is going to be a ball. 3-2. All we need is a reset. Here's the pitch. And the umpire is going to call that a strike. And that looked like it was clearly a ball. Looking at the replay, I need you guys' thoughts here looking at this. There's a better shot of it. It's nowhere even over the plate. That was just a bad call by the umpire. Just a funky call. I want to say something else, but it's just not going to be as professional as I wanted to sound. But Wander Franco is going to get on base. They got 2 outs so far. They just need another run to take the lead here. Randy Arozarena's at the plate. Alex still out there with 80 pitches. And that ball is gone. Exactly what the Rays needed. And they're going to take a 5-3 lead. And that is going to be Randy's 3rd home run for the season. Randy did not have a good game the last game they played, but he showed up today getting the ball hit 435 feet with 104.1 miles per hour. And the coach is going to call it. And they're going to take out Alec after giving up 80 pitches. And they're going to bring in the next pitcher. Now, I don't want to say that people look alike, but this dude looks just like the guy that just left. Yimi Garcia just looks like Alec Manoah. It's like they're identical, like the same exact person. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe I don't want to call them twins because their name's not even the same, but they looked identical to me. But he's going to be taking out Fidel Brujan. We're still at the top of the 7th. We still got 2 outs. And we're waiting on the pitch here. And he's going to catch that ball up. And that is going to end the inning for the Rays. Moving on to the next one here. Top of the 8th. And Josh Lowe is going to be coming up right after Luke Raley. It's 3-2. They need a reset. And he's going to catch that fastball up and in. And it's going to be over the center fielder's header. And he's going to take off from first, going to second. So he's going to get him a double for the season. And that is going to be his 6th. His 6th. Josh Lowe's up to the plate. He had the home run early in the first. And he's going to catch that sinker towards the middle. Luke's going to take off for home. Can he get there in time? And he slides, and he does. And it's a 6-3 lead for the Rays. Pete Fairbanks is going to come in to close, possibly to close out this game. We're not going to say close out, but it's possibly close out. Because anything can happen. So far, so good. He hasn't given up any runs. So he's having a pretty good season. We're jumping to the bottom of the 9th, and here's the pitch. And he's going to strike out Matt Chapman. That's going to be his first strikeout of the season. Just need 2 more strikeouts for this game, and they walk away with a 2-1 lead over the Blue Jays. Dalton's going to get a strikeout here off that slider. That's 2. Santiago is up next, who might be the possible end. And he's going to catch that one up towards the center fielder, and he's not going to get there in time, so he's going to actually get a base hit off that one. No need to fret. No need to get too worried about that. Kevin Kiermaier is up next. He's going to pitch, and he's going to walk Kevin Kiermaier. So I'm starting to feel a little nervous about Pete Fairbanks staying out there. And Bo Bichette is up next. Now, he has some power. He hasn't had any home runs this game, but we're not going to take a chance by keeping him out there. So we're going to bring in Jason Adam to actually close out the game. He's only played in 3 games. He's 1-1. He's given up a couple runs, 7 strikeouts and 2 walks. Here comes the pitch, and it's going to be popped up towards the center field, and the second baseman going to take off. He's going to get a run. They're going to get 2 runs off of this. They still haven't got the ball yet. That third baseman made it. Bo Bichette is at second. So I don't know if the Rays are starting to regret bringing in Jason Adam. They could have just kept Pete Fairbanks in there, but you know, this is his time to shine. He's our closer for a reason. George Springer's going to catch a foul ball. Here comes the next pitch, and there's another foul ball. Each shot is just, the Blue Jays just need a home run to win the game. And the pitch is going to be a slider in on George Springer, and the Rays are going to win a close game, 6-5. These games, you just got to love how tense it is. You know, I would rather it be a blowout, but, you know, we take our dubs when we can. But if you guys enjoyed the video, you guys know what to do. Subscribe, turn on your notifications, hit that like button, leave me some comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.